Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for your social media influencer marketing agency business. So I am an owner of a social media influencer marketing agency business and I receive a lot of queries by the customers and clients on WhatsApp. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. So now as I've created this bot, whenever I receive any of the messages or the queries by the customers on WhatsApp, automatically this bot is going to reply to them. This bot that I've created is going to collect the data from my clients. Not only that, this bot is automatically going to add that collected data back in my Google Sheets. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing chatbot for yourself, for your business using Pabbly Chatflow and add the data automatically in your Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create an interactive WhatsApp chatbot for a social media influencer marketing agency business using Pabbly Chatflow. So first of all, I'm going to show you how exactly this bot works from a customer's perspective, how it asks questions, collects data, and guides users step by step. So this is the bot that I've created. You can see right over here. And towards this bot over here, I'm going to ask a question that is going to be, can you help me choose the right influencers for my product? I'm going to send this message towards this bot right here. And as soon as I'm going to do that, you can see this bot has automatically replied to me, welcome to Influence Mind Agency, where we connect your brand with the perfect influencers to skyrocket your marketing game. You can see right over here, this is the welcome message. I have options. I'm going to select this option, plan my campaign right here. As soon as I'm going to send it, you can see firstly it is asking me for my name. So I'm going to write the message over here as test user as my name. As I've done that, next it is asking for my brand. So let's suppose for the brand over here, I'm going to send it as new store as my business name. For an example, it is asking for my business email address, which is going to be new@example.com. I'm going to send this email address to this bot. It is asking for the type of the product. For that, I'm going to write over here as skincare products. Okay, I'm going to send the name right over here. Next, it is asking my goal. My goal is for the brand awareness. So I'm going to copy it and paste it right over here and send the brand awareness message. Next, it is asking for what type of influencers I'm looking for. I'm looking for macro influencers. So I'm going to send the message right here. As soon as I've done that, it is asking for the platform that I want to hit. I want to target Instagram. So I'm going to send over here Instagram. Next, it is asking for my budget. My budget is between 25,000 to 1 lakh. So I'm going to send this budget to this bot. And lastly, over here, it is asking for when do I want to start my campaign within a week. So I'm going to send this message of within a week right here. And as I've done that, you can see automatically I have received this message. It says, thank you test user for sharing your details. You can see these are all my details, my name of the business, email, products, brand awareness, macro, Instagram, my budget within a week. It says, we are now working on your campaign request and our team will contact you shortly. If you need immediate assistance, feel free to reach out. As you can see right over here, I have received this message from this bot right here. And I want to show you one thing. As this bot has collected all the data, automatically the record of this collected data has been added in my spreadsheet. You can see right here. Name was test user, company name is new store, business email is new@example.com. Service details, you can see right away it says skincare products. Campaign goal is brand awareness. If I'm going to scroll down over here, influencer type is macro, preferred platform Instagram, this is my budget, and the campaign should start within a week. You can see automatically the record of the collected data has been added in my spreadsheet as well. So in this video, I'm also going to show you how you can also connect this chatbot to Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect so that every new user's response is automatically going to be stored in my database in real time. Okay, and we are going to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. For that, what I'm going to do is on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. Okay, after browsing the website, Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you. On the landing page, you have two options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Chatflow account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account. Then you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select this Pabbly Chatflow by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. So now what is Pabbly Chatflow? It is an amazing tool that helps businesses to send WhatsApp message and manage WhatsApp conversations effortlessly. In order to set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you need to add a WhatsApp number from here, where you can find two methods, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn how you can set up your own Pabbly Chatflow account for either of the methods, you can find the videos that I've added in the description box below. Pabbly Chatflow provides multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast, flows, AI assistant, activity log settings, under which we have multiple options. If you want to learn about each and every feature of Pabbly Chatflow in brief, you can check out the video in the description box below. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot in our Pabbly Chatflow account, from the left side we're going to go towards flow and flows section right over here. The flow builder page of our Pabbly Chatflow account is then going to appear in front of you. In order to create a new bot, we have to click on this Add Flow button on the top right corner. The new flow page is then going to appear in front of you, and firstly we are going to rename the flow, which is going to be WhatsApp Chatbot for your social media influencer marketing agency. Okay, this is the name I want to give to this bot. After naming the bot, right here it says Flow Start. How this bot that we are creating is going to be triggered. There are three ways: keywords, regex, and choose template. So let's suppose you have added few keywords in the flow start, and your customers send those keywords as a WhatsApp message towards your bot. This flow is then going to be triggered from here. After that, it is choose template. So let's suppose you have selected a template in this flow start, and you have forwarded that template as a broadcast message to all your customers, and your customers replies to the selected template. Automatically this bot is then going to be triggered from here. Next is regex. Regex is short for regular expression. It is a special pattern or sequence of characters used to find, match, or filter specific text. Over here for the regex, I have a special character, which is going to trigger this flow by any of the messages that the customer sends towards this bot. So I'm going to enter the special character right here. So this is the special character, and this character is going to trigger this flow by any of the message that we receive from our bot. Okay, so after setting up our flow start, this bot is going to be triggered by our customer's message. Now, what message this bot should send next towards our customer? I want this bot should send a welcome message with number of options. For that, simply what I'm going to do is, from the flow start point, I'm going to drag it and drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button, and the message over here is going to be, so this is my first message. Hello, welcome to Influence Minds Agency. This is the name of my business, where we connect our brand with the perfect influencers to skyrocket your marketing game. I'm your assistant here to understand your requirements. Let's get started. So you can see this is the welcome message that is going to be forwarded towards my customer. Now with this welcome message, I want to send number of options. For that, I'm going to add a button in this message. I want 2 buttons right here. In a message, you can add maximum number of 3 buttons. Okay. So I'm going to now name these buttons, which is going to be, so these are the name of my buttons: Plan My Campaign and No More. Firstly, before setting up the messages for my Plan My Campaign, I'm going to set up the message for this No More. Using the button, a customer can know about the services that I provide in my business. So for this No More message, I'm going to drag this point, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, so this is the message that I want to send with this button, that is No More. We are specialized in influencer campaign planning, macro, micro influencer selection. You can see I've added the details of the services that I provide, ready to start your campaign journey. So now for this message that is ready to start your campaign journey, I want to add the same button, that is plan my campaign. So I'm going to copy the name and paste it right over here. Okay. With this button and this button, the customer can receive the same series of messages that I want to send. Now with this, I want to add a button of contact us, with the help of which the customer can get the direct contact details of my business, the email address and my phone number. So I'm going to name this button over here contact us. Okay. And for the message of this contact us, I'm going to simply drag this point, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the message for the contact us, I'm going to write it as, okay, you can see over here, this is the message. Need help or want to speak with us directly? Over here, this is the email address and the phone number that I've added. Okay. So now after setting up the message for this button, that is no more. Now I'm going to set up the message for this button, that is plan my campaign. As soon as a customer is going to select this button, this bot is going to collect the data from the customer, collect all the data, and it is going to be stored with us, which is going to help us to create the personalized plan for the customer who has selected the option over here. So now I have series of questions to ask to my customer. For asking the question, we have to add an ask question field. Go to actions. You can see this field ask question, drag it and drop it in this field. And now we're going to enter the question right over here. So the first question is, so this is my first question. Great. May I have your full name to personalize the experience? First of all, I want this bot should collect the data of the full name of my customer who have forwarded us a message, so that we can have the data, so that we can have the personalized data of our customers as well. Okay. So now with this message, a customer is going to tell me their full name. Now I want to keep the record of this full name in my Pabbly Chatflow account. For creating the record, you can use this amazing feature by Pabbly Chatflow, that is contact custom field, with the help of which you can add the data of your customers in a custom field that you're going to create in your Pabbly Chatflow account. In order to create your own contact custom field, over here go to settings and you can see this option contact custom fields, and create the custom fields according to your requirement. If you want to learn more about contact custom field, you can check out the video that we have already created and uploaded. Now for this question, that is for the full name, I have created a contact custom field in the name of full name. So I'm going to select the contact custom field over here as full name. After that, it is asking for the format of the reply. So let's suppose to this question, a customer is going to reply. What is going to be the format of the question? For the format, I'm going to select it as text right here. Number of attempts, I'm going to give only one attempt. And for the validation message, I'm going to send it as error. So let's suppose towards this question of full name, a customer replies, but the reply is not according to the selected format. So they will receive this validation message of error. Okay. I'm going to connect this button of plan my campaign with this first question right here. Now, after the first question of full name, I want to know about the business name from my customer. Okay. For that, I'm going to add another ask question field right over here. And for the message, I'm going to write over here as, so this is the message, thanks dollar full name. So now what is this dollar full name? So over here, this question is going to collect the data of the full name of my customer and add it in this contact custom field full name. I want to extract the data from this field and add it in this message right here next to thanks. For that, I've simply added the name of my contact custom field exactly. You can see right over here, and simply in front of it, I've added a dollar sign that is going to extract the data from this contact custom field and add it in this message. It says, can you share the name of your brand or business? Okay. So now as I'm collecting the data of the brand and the business name, I have created a contact custom field in the name of business name. I'm going to select that. For the format, it is going to be text, number of attempts 1, validation message over here is going to be error, so I'm going to write it as error. Then I'm going to connect both of these questions right here. Now in the similar manner, I have to ask many other questions. What is the budget, platform on which they want to run their campaign? What is their product type? Do they want to start the campaigns in this immediate duration or 1 week or the months? Like this, I have multiple questions. So I'm going to add all the questions right over here one by one. So these are the series of questions that I want to ask after collecting the data of the business name. Then I'm collecting the data of the business email. Then the product or services that the customer provides in their business. Over here next is what is their goal, the campaign goal that they have. Over here next I want to collect the data of the influencer type, whether it's macro influencers, micro, celebrity influencers, or not sure yet. And the platform is next, that is the preferred platform on which they want to run the campaign. Next is the budget, what is their estimated budget that they have for the campaign. And last is the campaign time frame. Do they want to start planning the campaign immediately, within a week, within a month, or just exploring options? Okay, so these are the series of questions that I've added. You can see right over here that this bot is going to send towards my customer and collect the data of. Okay, so now what I want is, as these questions is going to collect the data and add it in my contact custom field right over here, what I want is, I want to extract the data from the contact custom field from all the questions that this bot is going to ask and add it in my Google Sheets right here to create the systematic record so that I can share this spreadsheet to my team. For that, what we are going to do is, we are going to use this amazing action that Pabbly Chatflow provides, that is API request. With the help of this API request, I'm going to simply drag it and drop it in this field. We can send all the data that this bot has collected from these questions right here directly to our spreadsheet right over here. Now what I'm going to do is, firstly I'm going to connect this question to this API request right here. Now we have to enter the request URL, that is going to be a webhook. For that, click on this edit button right here. It is asking for the webhook URL. Okay, so now over here we have to enter the URL on which the data is going to be forwarded. To have this URL and to create the connection, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. Then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, again on which you have two options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, directly sign in, but if you're a new user, sign up for free and get 100 free tasks. I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account right over here. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps window again, and now I want to have the access of Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this access now button of Pabbly Connect right here. Then you can see Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and now we have to create a new automation in order to send the data from our Pabbly Chatflow account to our Google Sheets. For that, we have to create a workflow in our Pabbly Connect account. For that, click on this create workflow, and firstly we need to name the workflow, which is going to be send data from Pabbly Chatflow to Google Sheets. This is the name I want to give to my workflow. For the folder, I'm going to select as workflows. You can see these are the folders that I've created, and I'm going to click on this create button in order to create the workflow. A workflow has been created over here in the name of send data from Pabbly Chatflow to Google Sheets, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Pabbly Chatflow. As now what I want is, from my Pabbly Chatflow, I want to send the data to my Google Sheets. That is why my trigger is going to be Pabbly Chatflow, and the trigger event is going to be new message received. As soon as the messages from all these questions that I've added in this flow right over here is going to be received, automatically I want to send the data to this trigger right over here in this workflow. That is why I've selected this trigger event, that is new message received. And yes, now you can see Pabbly Chatflow has provided this webhook URL right over here, and in this API request step over here, it is asking for the webhook URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply copy this URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us and paste it in my Chatflow account right over here. Now it says select the request. For the request, I want to send the data towards this webhook URL. So you need to select the request as post right here. Okay. So now towards the webhook URL, the questions answers are going to be forwarded. Okay. After adding the URL it says params. Okay, this is the parameters. What parameters should be forwarded towards this webhook URL in this response right over here. I want to send all the data that this bot is collecting in this flow right over here. I want to send all the details so I can create the record of all the details right here. So the parameter is going to be customer's name, company name, business email, service details, campaign goal, influencer type, preferred platform, budget range, and lastly is the campaign start time. I want to send all these details towards this webhook URL right here. So now what we're going to do is, firstly, we have to name the key that is going to be forwarded, and then we have to select the contact custom field from which the data is going to be forwarded. So my first key name over here is going to be customer name. Okay, customer name is the data of the full name that this bot has collected. So for this contact custom field, I'm going to select the field as full name right here. Now after this, I want to add another field. So I'm going to first name the key right here. That is going to be business name. Okay, this is the next key. For this field over here, I'm going to select it as business name right here. Now in this manner, I'm going to add more fields, name the key, select the contact custom field of all the questions that this bot has asked right over here. So you can see I've added all the fields after business name, the email, product or service, campaign goal, influencer type, preferred platform, campaign budget, and the time frame. So now as I've added all the details, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply click on this test button to test whether this URL that I've added is successfully working and getting all these details or not. So I'm going to click on this test button right over here. Now I'm going to open my workflow over here and scroll down, and yes, you can see the dummy response, the test response has been captured in my trigger. We have received the product or service, platform, influencer type, full name, campaign time frame, goal, budget, business name, and the email. Okay, so as now this test response has been captured in my trigger, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this URL right over here in this flow. For that, simply I'm going to click on this save button right over here. And as I've done that, now this API request setup is now been successfully done. As now this API request setup is done, the answers towards all the questions is going to be automatically forwarded in this trigger right here. So the response is going to be captured in my trigger. Now what I want is, I want to add all the collected data from this bot in my Google Sheets right here. For that, I'm going to set up my action step, in which from my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets right here. An action event over here is going to be add new row, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google button right here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to choose an account. For the account, I'm going to select an account in which I've created this spreadsheet. So this is the account. I'm going to select it from here. Then it is asking for the access of this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on the allow button. And you can see I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. I have created a spreadsheet in the name of social media campaign request. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as social media campaign request. Okay. Next, it is asking for the sheet. I have created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Now it is asking for all the details. You can see right over here, customer name, company name, business email, service details, campaign goal, influencer type, preferred platform, budget range, campaign start time. So what are these fields? These are the headers that I've created. You can see right over here, and under the headers, I want to add the collected data. So for the data of this field in this workflow, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on the field, the previous step, that is Pabbly Chatflow, new message received, is going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. It is asking for the data of my customer's name first. I have received the full name. You can see right over here, the customer name right over here. And I want to create the record of this data right here. So I'm going to select the data of the customer name from my previous response. As now I've selected the data of the customer's name from my previous response, this data right here is mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In the similar manner, I'm going to map all the other details right over here. You can see I've mapped in all the details right over here, and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button as I'm going to save this workflow that I'm creating. So I'm going to create the record of this test data right over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on this button and you can see we've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my spreadsheet, you can see the record of the test data has been added in my spreadsheet. This means now this automation, this means this workflow has now been successfully created. We have connected Chatflow to Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect now. Okay, as now this workflow has been created, I want to complete my flow over here in my Pabbly Chatflow account. After this API request setup step, now what I want is I want to send a message towards my customer, a thank you message for sending all the details, and I want to tell them as we have collected all your data, now you have to wait for a few time as we are going to create your own personalized campaign plan and send it to you shortly. So now for adding that message from this point, drag it and drop it. Content type is going to be text plus button and the message over here is going to be, so this is the message I have right here, that is thank you dollar full name. The name is going to be added. Here's a quick summary of what you have submitted. I have added all the details that this bot has collected right over here as a summary. We are working on your campaign request and our team will contact you shortly. You can see right over here, this is the message that is going to be forwarded towards my customer after this bot is going to collect all the data. Okay, so this is the bot that I've created using Pabbly Chatflow for my social media influencer marketing agency. In order to save this bot that I've created, I'm going to click on the save button on the top right corner. It says flow updated successfully. That means now this flow is saved. Okay, now what I want is I want to test this flow that I've created and I want to check whether this bot is automatically sending me all the details. It is going to collect all my data from the questions and automatically add it in my Google Sheets, the collected data or not. Okay, so now we are going to test this flow that we have created. For that, I'm going to send a message towards this bot from my WhatsApp number. So this is the bot right over here, and towards this bot, let's suppose I'm going to send a message over here as hello, I want to know about the services that you provide. So I'm going to send this message towards this bot, and as soon as I forward this message, you can see right away I've received a reply, a welcome message with number of options. I'm going to click on this no more button right over here, and automatically I've received the message of the services that this business provides. So after that, I want to click on this plan my campaign button right over here in order to create a personalized campaign for my business. I'm going to select this button right over here, and now this bot is going to collect my details. So I'm going to send in all the messages towards this bot right here. And you can see right over here, I've received this message of thank you, new account. And this is the description of the details that this bot has collected. ABC business, email, product, lead generation. This is the influencer type, platform, budget, and the duration. Okay. So as now the details has been forwarded as a message towards my customer, I want to check whether the record of all the collected data has been added in my Google Sheets or not. And yes, you can see automatically the collected data details has been added in my Google Sheets as well. Name is new account, company name is ABC business, this is the email address you can see right over here. Details over here, the service details, electronic products. This is the goal you can see right away of the lead generation. Influencer type is celebrity influencers. This is the preferred platform, Instagram and Facebook. Budget is 5 lakh plus and the campaign start within a month. Okay, so you can see right over here as now the record has been created in my Google Sheets and this bot is auto replying to all the messages. This means that we have successfully created the chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow and the connection between Pabbly Chatflow and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect successfully. And that's how you create a complete influencer campaign chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, from user interaction to automate data collection in Google Sheets via Pabbly Connect. This setup not only streamlines your lead collection process but also saves hours of manual work. Want to try it out yourself? Yes, Pabbly Chatflow gives you 100 free credit points so you can start building and testing your own WhatsApp chatbot right away today itself without need of any coding and programming skills. Try it out and build your own chatbot today using Pabbly Chatflow and collect the data. So go ahead and build this bot using Pabbly Chatflow today and create the automation using Pabbly Connect as well. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just this chatbot, you can create multiple other chatbots using Pabbly Chatflow. If you have any questions, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue in Pabbly Chatflow, you can check out this link. If you want to try your own test bot today with Pabbly Chatflow, you can do it absolutely for free as we provide 100 free credit points. So go and check out Pabbly Chatflow today.